friends, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot second. It's been like a month or a month and a half since I have sat down and did an empties video for you guys, but that's what we are doing here today. I'm going to tell you about my updated empties, some goodies that I have used up recently, and my thoughts on them. Before we get started, don't forget to upload every Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday for you guys. If you like this video while you're watching it, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. It really does help my channel out. And other than that, if you're excited and you want to hear my updated empties, then let's go ahead and get started. If you're curious about my makeup look right here, it was a look that I made in a trying new makeup video that should have been up a few videos ago. So I will have it linked in the eye and down below in case you are curious and you want to see what products I used to get it. I like it. I like how it turned out. I'm not going to lie. It's been since December since I did an empties video. I did like a normal empties video in December, and then I also did like all the makeup I used up all throughout 2021. So I figured I would give you guys a little bit of a break from my empties videos since I put up 2 during Vlogmas. We have some goodies to talk about. Not a lot of makeup though, only because I do have some makeup empties, but they are part of my Project Pan, and I haven't given you guys an update yet. So I don't really want to spoil it and show you my makeup empties. I will give you that update in my upcoming Project Pan update that should be coming soon. But I do have 2 mascaras that I used up. The first one was the Rare Beauty Perfect Strokes mascaras. I genuinely liked this mascara a lot. It was a good one. My favorite mascara ever? No, but I actually really did enjoy it. I felt like it made my lashes look long and thick and full. I like the wand on it. I probably could have used it up a little bit more. However, I used it for work one day, and then I came home and I took my makeup off because we were going out to dinner for my friend's birthday that evening, and I just wanted to like refresh my makeup, do it over. And I noticed that I had like a little tiny sty on like my lower lash line, and I don't get styes. Like that is not a normal thing for me at all. I can't remember ever having one. It went away the very next day. I just didn't wear any eye makeup that evening, and I wore my glasses out to dinner instead of my contacts, and it went away. But I used that mascara earlier in the day, and this is a little bit older. So while there is a little bit left, I decided to just call it an empty, let go of it. So in case this is what gave me the sty, but I did really enjoy this, and I definitely could see myself picking it up again in the future. I also went ahead and let go of this mascara here, which is the Lawless One and Done mascara, kind of for the same reason. It was a little bit older. I actually think I got this mascara before this one, so this definitely needed to go. This one though, I don't enjoy at all. It's a very wet formula, so it makes my lashes very clumpy, like clump, clump, clump. And I do not enjoy that at all. My lashes already clump enough on their own without having help from a mascara, and I just didn't think it did much for my lashes. I know a lot of people who do like this though, so maybe like take my review with a grain of salt and try it out for yourself, because a lot of people do enjoy this, but this one I would not repurchase. Then I used up this BK Beauty sponge. Technically you can't really use up a sponge, obviously, but it just was like getting old and ripping and all of that, so I decided to get a new one out. I love this sponge a lot. It's a really nice sponge. It's soft, it's dense. I like the flat side to really like pounce your foundation in, and it's got that really nice tip to get under your eye for your concealer. I enjoyed this a lot. They sent this to me in PR, and I also have another one, so when I use up the other one, I definitely could see myself repurchasing this. I want to say it's $12 if I remember correctly if you buy it. So that's not like the cheapest sponge out there. There's definitely drugstore sponges that are probably just as good that you can get more affordable. However, if you're already making a BK Beauty purchase on their website and you want to throw this in, I recommend it. That was kind of all the makeup sort of items, but moving on to some makeup removers. The first one I used up another of my Equate Beauty oil-free eye makeup remover. This is so good. I've raved about it for years. I've been using it for even longer than that. It's just a really nice eye makeup remover. It doesn't sting. It's not too oily. I feel like it removes my makeup really nicely. Only a couple dollars at Walmart. I will always use that up. And then I also used another one of the Beauty Blender solid unscented cleansers. This is just a solid bar. I use it to clean my sponge. So inside, obviously there's none left now, but there's usually like a bar of soap. I just kind of get it wet, rub my sponge in it, squeeze it out, and clean it. And yeah, I really like this a lot. I know there is one from e.l.f. that's supposed to be cheaper. I have not given that one a go yet. I definitely want to, but I think you can only pick it up from the e.l.f. website, which is a little bit of a bummer. I wish it would come to Ulta, but I am using another one of these. I think I have 1 or 2 more in my backup stash back there, and I love it. It's a great way to clean your sponge. Then I used up 2 of my Sio Bigelow My Favorite Night Balms. This is my favorite just chapstick in general. I do use it at night, but I also use it during the day. I have one in my purse. I have one on my nightstand. I can never be without this. I've been using this for probably 6, 7, 8 years at this point. I just made a purchase on their website and bought like 5 more because I cannot be without this. So highly recommend. Definitely will always repurchase this as long as they make it, and hopefully they never stop. Next up, I used up a perfume. I used up the Viktor & Rolf Flower Balm. My mom had bought this for me for Christmas 2 Christmases ago, so I knew it was getting a little bit older in my collection and I wanted to use it up before it went bad, and I was really excited that I was able to. The bottle is so stinking beautiful, but also this perfume smells divine. Like, so inviting and warm and like snuggly, but still a little bit, I was about to say still a little bit sexy. I don't know how you can describe something as snuggly and sexy at the same time, but this perfume does it. It lingered for a while on my skin. It smells very lovely. Like, I truly do. If you've never smelled Flower Balm, you probably have. It's a very popular perfume, but if you haven't, I highly recommend doing so in Ulta or Sephora, or getting like a little sample size of it if you can, because this smells really yummy. I don't have any plans to repurchase this right now, mainly because I have the Dossier perfume that smells like Flower Balm, and they are exactly the same. So I'm just gonna use that one up instead. Then I went through some moisturizers. All 3 of them are like smaller sampling sort of sizes, but I'm still happy that I went through 3. And the first one is the Pharmacy Halo Honey Ultra Hydrating Ceramide Moisturizer. I picked this up during the last Sephora sale, and I did enjoy this a lot. I don't know if I can see myself repurchasing the full size, only because it's like $45. That's just a lot of money for a moisturizer. If I do end up picking it up, it'll be during the next Sephora sale, so I can get 20% off. But this was nice. It was thick, it was moisturizing, it was hydrating on the skin. It has a little tiny fragrance to it, nothing terrible, but it does smell like honey. So if you don't like that, I would steer clear. But I used this at night and it was moisturizing enough for the nighttime. So yeah, I enjoyed this. I just wish it wasn't so expensive to repurchase it. Then I went through a mini of the Fresh Lotus Youth Preserve Moisturizer. I did not like this at all. This smells like cucumbers, and I hate the smell of cucumbers. I despise the scent of cucumber in anything, lotion, body spray. It does not matter. Oh, I hate this. I hate this. It wasn't too terrible of a moisturizer in the sense that it was hydrating and felt kind of nice on the skin, but I cannot get over this scent. And also, Fresh is another very expensive brand, so I don't even want to know what a full size of that would be. And then lastly, I used up the Pixi Skin Treats H2O Skin Drink Pure Hydration Gel. So this was a very jelly moisturizer. Like, when it says gel, they are 100% right. It was probably the most jelly moisturizer I've ever used, which sounds kind of weird because, like, all right, it's just a gel moisturizer, but like, I don't know how to explain it. It was nice. It was hydrating. It was a little cooling on the skin. I used it during the daytime. It sat well under sunscreen, under makeup, all of that. I don't know if I would repurchase a full size. However, I really did enjoy using this mini while I had it. Next up, I went through a sunscreen, and this is the COSRX Aloe Soothing Sun Cream. This is SPF 50. I love this sunscreen so much. I am 1,000,000% going to repurchase it. I have been using the Misha sunblocks for a while now. The first one I enjoyed using has the pink cap. I think it's like called So Soft or Soft something, and that one's not hydrating enough for me now, so I moved on to their Essence one, and that one is very nice as well. That's the one I'm currently using up, but I like this one so much more. That Misha Essence one was like my holy grail for a while there. I was recommending it to a lot of my friends, but this one has dethroned it. It is so lovely. It is hydrating. It sinks into the skin. It does not feel too thick or oily or greasy on your skin. It doesn't dry my skin out. It sits beautifully under makeup. I am obsessed with this sunscreen, and I love that it's SPF 50. 1,000,000% will repurchase this. I picked it up on Amazon, so I'm probably going to repurchase it there again. But if you have dry skin and you're looking for a really nice daytime sunscreen that will sit well under makeup, I cannot recommend this one enough to you. And I used up a couple body lotions. The first one being the Tree Hut Tropic Glow Firming Whipped Shea Body Butter. This is definitely a dupe for the Sol de Janeiro Boom Boom Cream. It smells just like it, although I think this one is a little bit more hydrating and moisturizing, so I personally like this one more. It's kind of hard to get your hands on it. It's sold out a lot at Ulta. If you ever see it in stock online in person, I would grab one. It is so lovely. This is my second tub of it. I bought this for everyone in my life this past Christmas. My mom, my Nana, my sister, my 3 best friends. Anyone who I was giving gifts to over the holidays who was a woman and I knew would like this scent got this from me. My Nana already used hers up. She loved it that much. And I wholeheartedly agree. It smells so yummy. It's moisturizing, it's hydrating. I repurchased one for myself as well, so I have another one to go through, and I will always repurchase this as long as I sell it. I hope Treehood doesn't get rid of it. And I also used up this moisturizing cream from CeraVe. This says it is for normal to dry skin. I liked this, however, it was very, very thick. I put this on after my shower and I would rub it in, and I just felt like I could still feel a really thick layer on my skin when I put my pajamas on afterwards. I didn't absolutely hate it. Obviously, I used up the whole tub, but it just was a little thick. It took a while to rub into my skin. But because of that, it was really nice and hydrating and moisturizing. So if you don't mind a thicker body cream and you don't mind taking the extra couple of seconds to really let it soak into your skin, I think you would really enjoy this. Also, CeraVe is a really great brand, good ingredients, nice and affordable. You can get it a ton of places like Ulta, Walmart, Target. It's very accessible. So yeah, I enjoyed this. I don't know if I would repurchase it though, just because it was so thick, but I did like it. Then I went through another one of my O'Keeffe's working hands. I'm obsessed with this. I use it all of the time. If you have watched any of my empties in the past, these are pretty much always in there. I have really dry, cracked hands in the winter time, especially pretty much all year round, but especially in the winter. And this really does help save it. It's just a nice hand cream that is very moisturizing. So if you struggle with your hands cracking and bleeding and being really dry as well, I really recommend checking that out. Then the last of like the body care sort of items, I use this Terra D Mars, I think. This is their body cleanser. I got this sent to me through PR and Ipsy. I didn't really care for this. The scent was okay. It's just like a really, I don't know, like fresh, clean sort of scent. However, what I did like about this, well, a couple things. This is like a petty thing, but the cap was really hard to open in the shower. Every single time I went to go open it, I would have to reach outside the shower, grab my towel and open it like that because I couldn't open it with my wet hands, but you couldn't leave it cracked or it would like spill out everywhere. That's just kind of like an annoying petty thing about it, but also this wasn't super like lathery. It didn't get very sudsy. And I mean, I felt clean after using it, but I just like a ton of other body cleansers more than this one, so I will not be repurchasing it. I went through another one of my native deodorants. I go through pretty much one a month of these. I get the coconut and vanilla scent. It is paraben free, aluminum free. I really like this a lot. I definitely think that like in the summertime or if I'm doing an intense workout, it doesn't really stop the sweat, and sometimes it doesn't really stop the BO, if I'm being honest. However, for everyday use of just hanging around the house, going to work, you're not doing anything too intense, I really do enjoy these deodorants a lot. I went through a couple hair items, the first one being the Not Your Mother's Triple Threat Brunette Dry Shampoo. So the Not Your Mother's Tinted Dry Shampoo used to be my holy grail. It was in a white bottle with like green writing, and it was tinted for brunette hair. I loved it so stinking much, and they replaced it with this one. And I told myself, Emily, you're not rebuying that new one because it's like twice the amount of money. I don't know if you'll like it. And eventually I obviously picked it up. I'm pretty sure I picked this up while I still worked at Ulta, and so it was on sale, and then I also got my employee discount off at the time. So that's why I decided to try it. I don't like this at all though. Not that I don't like it at all, but I just don't think that it absorbs the oil in my scalp as much as the other one or as much as other dry shampoos that I use. Yes, I like that it's tinted because my hair is dark and more normal dry shampoos can leave a little bit of a cast in my hair. But it doesn't matter if it's tinted or not, because if it doesn't absorb the oils like it's supposed to, then it's not really doing its job. So I'm still bummed that they got rid of the older one. This did not replace it in my eyes. I don't think it's as good, and I will not be repurchasing this. And I also used up the Amika Undone Volume and Matte Texture Spray. I liked this. I mean, I used up the whole thing. It took me a while. I've had this for probably over a year at this point. It was nice. I think it was like texturizing. It helped like hold my curls, I guess, but I don't really like miss this, and I don't really know exactly what it did. Like, I'm using other texture and volume sprays and they're doing just as good of a job as this one did. You know what I mean? So I just don't miss this, so I'm not going to repurchase it. Then we have a couple lifestyle-y sort of products, and then we are done. The first thing is the Bausch & Lomb BioTrue Multi-Purpose Solution. This is the contact solution that I use. I don't know if anyone cares about what contact solution I use, but this is really nice for dry eyes. That is what I have. I've got dry eyes, I've got sensitive eyes. My eyes hate everything. So this is like the best contact solution that I have found that helps with that. Do my eyes still get dry? Are they still sensitive? Yes, but I really do like this. I've been using this for probably like 5 or 6 years at this point. I also finished up another one of those Jordan skinny syrups. I talked about these in the past, but this one was in the sugar cookie flavor. I put this in my coffee in the mornings. I get black coffee. Well, I get like hazelnut flavored coffee because I think it tastes good. And then I put in some unsweetened almond milk, and then I pour in a little bit of these skinny syrups. They're supposed to be like zero everything, 0 sugar, 0 calories, 0 carbs. So that's why I like to add it into my coffee. I didn't really love this flavor though. Again, it was the sugar cookie. I just don't think it really added a ton of sweetness to my coffee. I much prefer like the caramel, creme brulee, all the other ones that you can get all year round. It was fun to have like a Christmassy sort of flavored one during the holidays. And then lastly, we've got 4 Bath & Body Works soaps. The first one being Toasted Vanilla Chai. This is one of my favorite scents ever. I'm so bummed that I used it up. I had bought 2, and this is my second one. It just smells so yummy and warm and inviting, and just, oh, I love it so much. Then we have Crisp Morning Air. I like this one as well. It's just a really nice fall time sort of scent. I'll definitely repurchase that one in the future. Then we had Twisted Peppermint. I didn't love this. It was just very, very sweet and very pepperminty. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I used up the whole thing, but I don't think I would pick that one up again. And then lastly, we have Marshmallow Fireside, one of the OG scents from Bath & Body Works. I love this one. It smells so stinking good. I will say though, I feel like my hands have been extra dry here recently, and I'm not sure if it's because of the Bath & Body Works soaps. I remember Stephanie from Babs Beauty mentioning that in one of her videos a while ago now, a couple months ago, that she was saying her hands had been extra dry this winter, and when she stopped using Bath & Body Works soaps, they miraculously just got less dry. So I'm not sure if that is what was going on. I actually recently ended up picking up a soap from O'Keeffe's. They have like their working hands, but it's hand soap. So it's like a really nice moisturizing hand soap, and I've been using that, and I feel like it's been helping. My hands are still pretty dry and cracky, but a little less than when I was using the Bath & Body Works soaps. I'm hoping that that's not the case, and it was just extra dry because it was cold and we had like an ice storm. Because I love Bath & Body Works soaps. I think they smell so good. And if I can't buy them anymore, I will be bummed. And that was it, you guys. That was my recent empties, a whole bunch of products that I have finished up. Again, I have a couple more makeup-y items that I have finished, but be on the lookout for that in my upcoming Project Pan update. I plan on putting that up very soon. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. You're awesome and I love you. Please subscribe if you have not yet, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye, guys.